If you touch my drums, I will stab you in the neck with a knife!
Whew! Alright. Finally done with Ghost of Tsushima. And just, what a great game. What a great idea for a game. Like, hey, you know what's badass? Samurais. Hey, you know what else is badass? Kurosawa films. Hey, let's make an open world adventure game that's just exactly like that. You can't go wrong. But now that I'm done, I don't really know what to play next. So, Pig, what do you think? Come on, you always pull through for me when I'm trying to figure out the next game to play. Anyway, yeah, if you've played Ghost of Tsushima and want more Sucker Punch greatness, may I suggest Infamous Second Son? It was the first PS4 exclusive Sucker Punch made as a third sequel to their infamous series on the PlayStation 3. I haven't played any of those games, but I'm sure they're great. As far as Second Son, here's a quick synopsis. You play as a sarcastic punk named Delson Rowe, played by the amazing Troy Baker, who through no fault of his own comes in contact with an escaped prisoner, Hank, who happens to be a conduit, which is basically a person who has mutant superpowers. Look, I'm going to save you a lot of trouble here about the story. It's X-Men. That's kind of why it's awesome. Guy finds out he has superpowers, government tries to squelch the conduit problem by violently interrogating people you love and taking over the city of Seattle. Guy sets off to take down the man, or in this case, woman, in charge by stealing her very own conduit powers and save your village and occupied Seattle in the process. So, nothing really that new as far as story is concerned, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Quite the contrary. If John Wick has taught us anything, it's that recycled ideas can still be fun and entertaining, and Second Son is just that. Fun. Delson has some great comedic timing and emotional range, and so does the rest of the cast of characters. And I'm of the firm belief that great, entertaining characters are what make a story, no matter how recycled the overall idea might be. So after the initial prologue, the map opens up, and you're able to explore the sorta typical open-world video game with checkpoints, story missions, side missions, territory takeovers, and slight RPG progression systems like skill trees and a karma system. Before PS4, Spider-Man came out and basically ruined every other superhero game because it's that damn good, I would have told you that this game was one of the better superhero games out there. The controls are good, albeit a bit floaty and loose compared to Spider-Man or even Assassin's Creed. However, I will say what sets Second Son apart from other open-world games is that attention to vibrant visuals Sucker Punch Studios are now kind of famous for. I mean, I'm still impressed with this game on a base-level PS4 7 years later. And as an aside, the facial animations on this game are some of the best I've ever seen. Like, almost on par with LA Noire.
Working on the tires. That's all that was took.
The visuals aren't the only thing that gives Sucker Punch such a unique style. Their attention to inspired gameplay mechanics turn what would be a standard open-world romp into a unique take on superhero powers and how they're implemented in an open-world space. From speeding through Seattle with the power of neon, to diving from tall buildings with a fiery ground punch, to literally flying like a jet with video powers, you will never be bored with the 3 sets of powers you can obtain in this game. Actually 4 if you beat the game. Also, being that it is a PS4 exclusive, they utilize the touchpad and gyroscope in inventive ways just to add that little bit of polish. You know what, tell you the truth though, I've never really been a big fan of the touchpad or the gyroscope on the PS4 controller. I just think you're not the Wii, Sony, just stop trying. Now, just because I'm recommending this game to you doesn't mean that it's perfect. It's not. The campaign is way too short, and taking over territory over the map to receive upgrades for your powers can get a bit monotonous. Also, the actual combat really would benefit from a lock-on targeting system. But really, with all that said though, I still think this is a solid superhero game that's probably still one of the best out there, even 7 years after its release. Fun powers, fun characters, fun storyline. This game is just fun. And what have I always said that's the most important thing in video games? Fun is king. And Second Son is nothing less than fun. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Check out my live streams every week where I just play drums over various nerd-related tunes. And alright, I'll see you guys next time.